Good evening and welcome into the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network as we get ready for women's soccer tonight from Stewart Field as the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks welcome in the Carroll University Pioneers for the Scarlet Hawks home opener. Hello everyone, this is Eric Willowite, Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletics. I'm going to bring you the call for tonight's match between the Pioneers and the Scarlet Hawks. The Hawks open up their season on Friday. Last Friday, August 30th, they were on the road. They took on Calvin University, the Knights. Entering the match, the Knights were ranked 15th in the United Soccer Coaches preseason poll for all of Division III women's soccer. After putting up a tough fight, the Hawks fell to the Knights, however, that evening by the score of 4-0. Pioneers entered the match with a record of 1-1-1. After beginning the season with a 4-0 victory over Latorno University, followed by a 3-1 loss to NAC School, Milwaukee School of Engineering, MSOE, and a 0-0 tie to Simpson College. Marie Sagstad currently leads the Pioneers in goals with 3, while Grace Tumulty and Ali Skoma both have 1. Tumulty and Joe Euland lead the team in assists with 2 apiece, while Sagstad follows with 1. With the home fans getting their first look at the 2024 Scarlet Hawks roster, 19 student athletes return from last season's roster, and 15 first years join the women's program. Entering his 10th year as head coach, reigning Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference, or NAC, Coach of the Year, Roshane Ellison looks to lead the Hawks back to another spectacular season after finishing the 2023 campaign with a 19-3-1 overall record and a perfect 13-0 in the conference. Last season, Ellison surpassed 100 career wins as the Hawks head coach, while leading them to the NAC championship for the 4th time out of their 5 tournament appearances. As far as the series history goes, the Hawks and Pioneers have met 3 times, with the last meeting taking place on September 12, 2018. During this match, the Hawks defeated the Pioneers 3-2 on the road. The Hawks lead the season series 2-1. Team comparison, again, the Hawks 0-1, Pioneers 1-1-1. Pioneers have scored 5 goals on the season, 1.67 goals per game. They fired off 44 shots, which averages out to 14.7 per game, 23 on goal. They have 5 assists, 7 saves. For the Scarlet Hawks, 11 shots in their game against Calvin, 5 on goal, and 2 saves were made in that matchup. So Scarlet Hawks looking to get on the board here with a win in their home opener to even their record at 1-1. We'll pause the audio for now, and then when we come back with the audio, we'll have the announcements, starting lineups, and the national anthem, and then we'll get ready for women's soccer here at Stewart Field. Stay with us. now let's meet our starting lineups. First for the visiting Carroll University Pioneers. In goal for the Pioneers, a grad student from Oak Lawn, Illinois, number 1, Caitlin Fitzsimmons. A senior forward midfielder from Willowbrook, Illinois, number 4, Grace Tumulty. A grad student midfielder from Voyenega, Norway, number 7, Joe Eulin. A grad student defender from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, number 8, Kenzie Blau. Senior defender from St. Charles, Illinois, number 9, Jessica Stepien. Senior forward from Trondheim, Norway, number 10, Mari Sagstad. A junior forward from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, number 11, Ellie Peace. A grad student forward from Seattle, Washington, number 12, Allie Skoma. A junior midfielder from Waukesha, Wisconsin, number 14, Carmela Nowak. A junior defender from Brookfield, Wisconsin, number 17, Victoria Crivello. And a senior midfielder from Aurora, Illinois, number 23, Samantha Anderson. The Pioneers are coached by Chris Tadley in his first season. Assistant coaches Madison Carruthers, Josie Bono, Aaron Fitzgibbon, Maya Clementos, and Elena Sears. And now the starting lineup for your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. A junior forward from Redmond, Washington, number 4, Kayla Smith. Junior midfielder from St. Charles, Missouri, number 5, Allie Murray. A first-year forward from Austin, Texas, number 15, Eva Navarrete. A junior defender from Plymouth, Minnesota, number 16, Gabby Baltez. A sophomore forward from Helsingborg, Sweden, number 20, Kayla Thomas. Grad student forward from St. Louis, Missouri, number 21, Katie Chismarek. A senior midfielder from Henderson, Nevada, number 24, Lucy Georgiorian. A senior defender from St. Louis, Missouri, number 26, Jillian Olsteiger. Senior defender from Weston, Florida, number 28, Carolyn Beltran. A junior defender from Seattle, Washington, number 34, Mary Frampton. And in goal for the Scarlet Hawks, from Batavia, Illinois, number 50, Haley Flanagan. The Scarlet Hawks are coached by head coach Roshane Ellison in his 10th season leading the Scarlet Hawks, assisted by Alan Garcia Pena, Tom Paparunos, Cynthia Osuna, Julian Soto, and Roxanne Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, now if you would please rise, remove your hats if you're wearing any as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem. Well, welcome back to the broadcast booth as we get ready for the start of tonight's match. Illinois Tech will be in their home whites, and they will be going left to right on your viewing screen. Pioneers in all blue with white numerals in trim. They'll be going right to left on your screen. Again, the starting goalkeepers for the Scarlet Hawks, Haley Flanagan. And for the Pioneers, Caitlin Fitzsimmons. Both veteran goalkeepers for their Pioneer programs. We'll get set to get underway here. And we are underway here at Stewart Field on a very, very seasonable evening. 85 degrees is the temperature at the start here, actually 83. A little bit of a breeze. Partly cloudy skies. I think for the most part we should be clear of any weather. Chance for storms later on, but that should be after this match is over, so we should be in the clear. Scarlet Hawks carrying the ball inside the zone. That was Katie Chismerick. And now Carolyn Beltran keeps that ball in, throws it towards the box, ricochets around, and then that's booted out of there by Allie Skoma. Hawks trying to keep it in. That was Kayla Thomas getting a foot on it. Pioneers trying to bring it upfield along that near sideline. For those veteran Scarlet Hawk fans of women's soccer or soccer broadcasts here, we have a new camera position for the 2024 season. We're using our huddle camera that was installed at midfield on the east side of the field this year. So that's the vantage point you're looking at. Our broadcast box is still across the field on the west side, so I'll make sure to positionally call things the way you see it on your screen. Not going to promise I might screw up and say it how I'm looking at it. Here's a feed trying to get it to Kayla Thomas. It runs wide, and that's kept in by Thomas along that near side. She's doing battle there with Victoria Crivello, and they get it upfield, and that ball will remain with the Scarlet Hawks. It'll be a throw-in at Beltran. Beltran looking for that outlet and gets it over to Thomas. Back to Beltran. Tries to chip it towards the corner, but that goes out, and that'll be Pioneers' ball. Illinois Tech men's soccer took on Carroll University last night. The Pioneers had a 1-0 lead off of an own goal that the Scarlet Hawks put in the net off of a free kick. Headed in the wrong direction, trying to clear it out, but it ricocheted in. But the Hawks came back with 2 unanswered goals to get the come-from-behind victory in their season opener and home opener last night right on this field. Scarlet Hawks women's team looking to do the same. They had a tough loss at Calvin on Friday. They'd like nothing better than to get their record evened up. Here's Jillian Oleshager. Nice feed. Trying to get that to a cutting Narvarte, but a little too far out in front. And now Oleshager takes it back. Oleshager, left foot curl. And that's right into the hands of Fitzsimmons. Good effort there by Oleshager. But Fitzsimmons saw that one all the way. Not a whole lot on it, but a good early shot attempt for the Scarlet Hawks and Oleshager. Now she's going to try and head that ball down. She does. Narvarte tracking it down. She's got a burst of speed. Trying to go to the outside there. She's met by Jessica Stepien. Then the ball comes upfield where Oleshager will take it, get it back to Narvarte. Now here's Kayla Smith. Smith cutting inside. Chip shot. And what a save made. Oh, it might have banged into the leg of her own player there, did Fitzsimmons. Might have been into the back shoe of Samantha Anderson. She's a little shaken up after making that save But a good shot and good attempt there by Kayla Smith. Smith making her return to the field. She was out due to injury all of last season. And it's a welcome sight for the Scarlet Hawks as she was a forceful player during her first-year season. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to answer the bell last year, but this year she's healthy and she's off to a good start. Had some good action in the preseason and looking to solidify that offensive attack for the Scarlet Hawks. So now the Illinois Tech trainer going out to take a look at Fitzsimmons after she came up, banged up a little bit there again. He was grabbing her head. And now it looks like Fitzsimmons will continue in net. Yeah, it's not surprised you're going to not see a goalkeeper tap out less than 5 minutes into a match, or any player for that matter. They don't want to come out, but trainer Jamie Gordon went over there and checked things over, asked the right questions, and Fitzsimmons will continue. Here's Lucy Georgiorian for the Scarlet Hawks. She'll drop it back in the circle to Gabby Baltez. Crossfield over to Oleschlager. Oleschlager has some real estate and then shifts it over to Smith. Smith, now she'll cut to the back line, trying to get free. And then we have a maze of players as Smith goes down. Fitzsimmons was in the area. We're going to get a Scarlet Hawks corner kick out of that effort. And Kayla Smith will position herself in the corner for the kick. Ball thrown in to Smith. You have Chismaric right in front of goal. You have Baltez and Frampton, Murray. They're going to drop it up high to Oleschlager. Oleschlager, left foot kick, curls it in, trying to get the header. And they're going to whistle that an offsides. Trying to serve that one up to Narvarte, but offsides was called, so that will be nullified, and it'll be Pioneers' ball. Here come the Pioneers trying to get their first offensive setup of this match. Bringing it upfield is Kenzie Blau. Blau punches that one down, goes over the back line. This will be a goal kick for Haley Flanagan. Georgiorian tries to punch that one over to Beltran. And now Narvarte cutting in to handle that. Oleschlager takes that ball away. And now here come the Scarlet Hawks. Murray trying to feed that one into Chismaric. Chismaric keeps it from going to the back line, but taken away. Good defensive play there by the Pioneers. Upfield that ball goes. Along that near sideline, that one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hawks as Mary Frampton will chuck that over to Gabriela Baltez. And Baltez will get it over here on the far side. Oleschlager will take it upfield. 26 in white has had her name called several times already in the early going. There's another defensive effort by Oleschlager. Now Kayla Smith intercepts, drops it back to Baltez, who drops it over to Flanagan. The Hawks will regroup. Here's Frampton, near side. Over to Beltran. Carolyn Beltran. Gets it over midfield. Finds Murray. Allie Murray. Back to Beltran. Now Beltran tried to get a through ball there over to Kayla Thomas, but that was picked off by the Pioneers. Nice job. Trying to get that one fed in, and we get an offsides call against Carroll University. Narvarte over to Smith. Kayla Smith trying to feed that one into Murray. That's headed out of danger by Grace Tumulty. Georgiorian gets the ball back, tries to feed it over to Narvarte. Narvarte has it. Crossfield pass to Beltran. Beltran over to Kayla Thomas. Kayla Thomas to Georgiorian. Georgiorian now to Chismarek. Chismarek changing direction, racing for that corner, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds for a throw-in instead of a corner. And it'll be Carroll and Beltran with the throw-in on that near corner. No score, 36:02 remaining here in the first half. Beltran chips that away into the hands of Fitzsimmons. Big kick there from Caitlin Fitzsimmons. Gets it just underneath the circle in the Hawks' territory, but it's booted out of there. Knocked down. Kayla Smith on the track there, but it's knocked back upfield before Smith could continue on. Now here's Narvarte. Lifts it to herself over here on the far side. Drops it to Oleschlager. Oleschlager's chip. That was deflected. That'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. As Oleschlager will take that air right in front of our viewing box. Here's Narvarte. Narvarte again tipping it up high. Smith battling there with Joe Euland. Here's Smith. Feeds it up high to Lucy Georgiorian. Georgiorian with the shot. Oh, and a good save by Fitzsimmons. She had to step back a little bit, but she was able to knock it down, keep it in front of her. A good shot there by Georgiorian. Good save by Fitzsimmons. And another kick by Fitzsimmons into Hawks territory where Baltez will chip it towards the circle. Headed bound by Narvarte. Bunch of blue jerseys will pursue the ball for the moment. That one kind of shanked off of Baltez, but over to Oleschlager. Good steal, however, by Sagstad. Marie Sagstad now feeds it to Tumulty. Trying to change direction, Tumulty is. Gets it to Stepien. Check that, that's Kenzie Blau. Ball goes out of bounds. That'll be Blau with the throw-in. Headed up by Baltez. Now Frampton will kick it out over on the far side. Kayla Smith trying to get her team to calm down. That one rolls over the back line, results in a goal kick for the Scarlet Hawks. Haley Flanagan will take the kick. Punches it into Baltez, back to Flanagan, now upfield finding Georgiorian. Lucy Georgiorian, senior midfielder for the Hawks. Over to Chismarek in the circle. Now feeds Allie Murray. Allie Murray crossfield over to Beltran. Beltran near side has Kayla Thomas. Ball rolls off Thomas over to Crivello. Now it's going to be played by Stepien. Goes out of bounds. That'll remain with the Pioneers. Throw in on that near side. Murray chipping it towards the box. Pioneers were able to step in front of that one and move it upfield. Sagstad. Crossfield pass over to the far side. Spinning around with that one was Carmela Novak. Now she'll get it again. Doing battle there with Chismarek. Now Murray trying to steal it away. Pioneers regain possession. They'll loop it up to the midfield line. That's going to be tracked down by Ali Skoma. Skoma to Blau. Blau to Tumulty. Tumulty crosses midfield. And it deflects off of Scarlet Hawk player. It'll be a throw in for the Pioneers and Blau. Blau has Ellie Peace. And that one rolls out for a throw in. It's a good battle there between Peace and Gabriela Baltez. Results in a throw in. Blau will handle that over on the far corner. Taken away by the Hawks. Upfield they go. Smith gets it to Georgiorian. Lucy Georgiorian. Now has Kayla Thomas running upfield. Thomas, tried to get that one over to Narvarte, but that was knocked out of there by Novak. Now Beltran has it for the Hawks. Feeds it to Murray. Allie Murray. Back to Narvarte. Actually, that was Thomas. Thomas kind of got hung up and lost the ball. Pioneers have possession over on the near side. Chip to midfield. Frampton got a piece of it. Now Georgiorian for the Hawks. Through the circle to Oleschlager. Oleschlager trying to get a through ball to Narvarte. Here's Georgiorian. Georgiorian crossfield to Beltran. Beltran has some space in front of her. Finds Thomas. Kayla Thomas near side. Back to Beltran. And he'll go back up to the stripe where Frampton will throw it into the circle for Baltez. Oleschlager has Smith. Smith cuts to the back line. Smith now cuts inside, curls it in. That one deflected out. Headed over where Chismark tries to keep it in play. Centers it up high. Nobody there in a white jersey, and then it's booted out of bounds. By the Pioneers. I think that was Joe Euland who had knocked it out of bounds. Frampton puts it back inside Pioneers territory. Georgiorian able to intercept at midfield, gets it over to Narvarte. Even Narvarte. That one too strong. That's going to roll over to that near side. We'll see if it stays in. Narvarte battling for it. Goes out. And it's going to be Hawks ball. Here's the throw in. Over to Murray. Murray feeds it, trying to get it over to Narvarte. Now Georgiorian has it. To Beltran. Beltran, that one high and wide. So Hawks getting some opportunities down into the zone. Nothing really high danger. Probably the closest was that play where Kayla Smith brought it from the back line and Fitzsimmons was able to fall on it, and then she got banged up. Some friendly fire, but that's probably been the closest real opportunity. There's been some shots on goal, but not of a difficult variety. Pioneers have it in their own zone with 27:33 to go. Now into Hawks territory where Baltez will field it. Gabriela Baltez. Over to Flanagan. Flanagan reverses field to Beltran. Beltran near side. Goes upfield. From Kayla Thomas to Allie Murray. Now to Katie Chismarek. Now to Kayla Thomas. Here's Kayla Thomas. Throws it up high. Georgiorian tracking it down. Kayla Smith to her left. That's where the ball's going to go. punches it through the legs. Ball is loose. It's going to be picked up by Grace Tumulty. Ola Schlager will chip it back down. Oh, and a missed ball there from Ali Skoma. Skoma is able to get the ball back. Ball rolls off a Hawks player. That'll be a throw in for the Pioneers.
Hey, drive with them, drive with them. Be aggressive.
I heard Coach Ellison in the background there exhorting Kayla Thomas to be aggressive, drive that in. Ball headed out of bounds by Olschlager. Another throw in for the Pioneers on the near side, or far side. Kenzie Blau. We do like to thank the uniform deciders for Carroll University women's soccer. We can read your numbers pretty well. Couldn't say that on the men's kits last night, but we got through it. Here's Narvarte battling. Oh, good defensive effort, being shielded off the ball. And that was Blau. So Blau shielded Narvarte, and then Fitzsimmons came in to gather up the loose ball. Looks like we're going to get our first pair of substitutes for the day. Coming to the table is Brielle Inglesby and Ellie Patricus. They will come in at the next opportunity for Carroll University. Now Carroll with some possession time inside the Hawks zone. Blau. Chismark takes the ball away, gets it over to Kayla Smith. Here's Smith. Smith crossing it over, trying to find Kayla Thomas. Here's Kayla Thomas. Thomas sidesteps, drops it back. Allie Murray. Murray with the boot. And a score! Allie Murray blasted into that left corner on the drop pass from Kayla Thomas. And the Hawks take a 1-0 lead. Illinois Tech goal scored by number 5, Allie Murray. Assist number 20, Kayla Thomas at 24-26. All that generated just a great offensive play there. And the Hawks have a 1-0 lead on a beautiful shot by Allie Murray. Thomas dropped that one back. Murray had a lot of space in front of her. Sized it up, teed it up, and she didn't miss. Sailed that into that left corner. And the Hawks have a 1-0 lead here in their home opener. Now Georgiorian will get it over to Baltez. Baltez will bring it upfield. Baltez has some space. Now to Ola Schlager, who's at the midfield stripe. Finds Kayla Smith. Smith tries to get it to Narvarte, but Grace Tumulty is in the way. Knocked out of bounds by Narvarte. Headed out by 26 in white. It'll be a throw in for Blau and the Pioneers. Blau just drop it to Skoma. Back to Blau. Blau with a little space in front of her. Tries to get a through ball to Marie Sagstad, but that one's going to go too far. And over the back line, goal kick for the Hawks. Flanagan puts it in play. There's Frampton. Frampton cuts to the inside. and chips it upfield, finds Chismarek. Chismarek, tried to feed that one to Thomas, but good defensive pressure applied there by the Pioneers to prevent that run, and we're going to get a foul on Thomas. Here's the free kick on the near side by the midfield stripe. Kayla Smith fanned on it. But that's going to be Illinois Tech ball. Good communication there from Kayla Smith telling Oleschlager to go back with it. Smith named one of the captains for this season, again after sitting out last year for injury. But she's one of the Hawks' most important players, and she was named captain along with Allie Murray and Lucy Georgiorian. Here's Flanagan with 21 minutes remaining in the half. Hawks up 1-0. Narvarte over midfield. Gets it over to Murray. Murray finds Kayla Thomas. Thomas to the inside. Back to Murray. Murray now Narvarte. Narvarte tries to spin back in, but it's picked off by Grace Tumulty. That's going to be a foul on Narvarte as she pulled down Tumulty. Eva Narvarte. The only first-year starter out there for the Hawks. Hawks also have a transfer in Kayla Thomas. Sophomore status. Here's Baltez, will drop it back to Flanagan, but Narvarte able to secure a starting position in her first year. Not uncommon with these Scarlet Hawks, though. They've had different recruiting classes that have had some high-impact players. Oh, nice steal there coming from Ali Skoma. Skoma has some space, shifts it over to Sagstad. Sagstad on the right side tries to get around Baltez, and we get a whistle. So we're going to get a foul on Baltez. Free kick forthcoming for the Pioneers. So this will be probably the best opportunity for the Pioneers in this match. Right outside the line of the box. And taking that kick will be Sagstad. Mari Sagstad. Play whistled, start. Ball is loose and kicked out. Sagstad gets it back, and then she's run over by Georgiorian. Now Sagstad slow to get up. Now she's back on her feet. Flanagan got a piece of that one, wasn't able to secure it. I believe it was Chismarek who might have kicked it out of harm's way and eventually goes over the back line. And we have a corner kick. Grace Tumulty will take it, number 4 for Carroll University. So back-to-back set pieces here for Carroll. And that one goes into the side of the net. So missed opportunity there for Carroll. Now the Scarlet Hawks looking to get their first substitutions in play. Flanagan, our subs for Scarlet Hawks will be Amelia Mosman and Liliana Schuth. Schuth, first-year player, defender. And Mosman will be on that front line. Here's Blau. Blau Tumulty, misconnection there, but tracking it down for the Pioneers. And now Kayla Smith has it. Spins back to the outside. Nice move by Smith. She's still being double teamed, but she gets a little separation and then chips it upfield. And she has Kayla Thomas. Thomas now to Narvarte. Narvarte has Chismarek. Chismarek racing for it. Battle, and Fitzsimmons will cover it up before any damage could ensue from the Hawks. The Hawks almost got that one set up, but unable to finish it off, and Fitzsimmons is able to wrap it up, and she'll put this ball back in play. With 16-14 remaining in half number one, 1-0 lead for the Scarlet Hawks. Kick from Fitzsimmons, headed in the air by Skoma. Now Georgiorian to Narvarte, but taken back by Samantha Anderson of the Pioneers. Here's Blau. Stolen away by Georgiorian. Kayla Smith right in front of her. Smith gets it. Rolls off her foot. Settles it down. Back to Oleschlager. Oleschlager to Eva Narvarte. Now Chismarek. Chismarek. Left foot. Cross. Ball is loose. Shot, score! Off the rebound, Eva Narvarte puts it in the back of the net, and the Hawks have a 2-0 lead. Illinois Tech goal scored by number 15, Eva Narvarte. At 15:22. So the first-year player gets her first goal of her collegiate career and puts the Hawks up front 2-0 with a no-doubter in the right corner. Off some good work by the Hawks. And again, Kayla Smith in the center of it. Here's Narvarte again. Gets it over to her right foot. Tried to feed it inside. Now it goes up high where Grace Tumulty is there to take it. And she'll shift it back over to Carmela Novak. Ball goes out. That'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Yeah, so again on those substitutions, Amelia Mosman came in, as did Liliana Schuth. And coming out was Carolyn Beltran and Kayla Thomas. So Mosman will take that right wing spot, and Schuth will take the right back spot. Crossfield to Frampton over on the near side. Has a little space. Chips it towards the box. But that's going to go right into the hands of Fitzsimmons. 14 minutes remaining in the opening half. The Hawks have opened up a 2-0 lead. Those that follow Illinois Tech women's soccer know they lost a heartbreaker to MSOE in the NAC championship game right here on Stewart Field, at Stewart Field last November. Hawks looking to make amends for that and have another run here in the NAC. More importantly, winning the championship and get their first ever NCAA bid. They've been knocking on the door several seasons. They want to do it here. The reason why I bring that up is MSOE again beat Carroll University 3-1 in the Pioneers' second match of the season. So Hawks just want to keep pace for like competitors and conference foes. But in the scheme of things, it really doesn't matter until conference play begins. There's a cross, but no one there to take it. And that one will sail over the back line. Goal kick for Illinois Tech. Lena Yonahara is getting ready to check in for Illinois Tech, along with a host of other substitutions. It's Sophia Ramos, Hannah Ramos, no relation, and Caitlin Walsh. So 4 subs getting ready to come in at the next opportunity for the Scarlet Hawks. Going to feed that one over to Chismarek in that near corner. Got a goal kick coming for the Hawks. It'll be Lucy Georgiorian taking it in that near corner. And the kick on the way from Lucy. Low, up high. Narvarte tries to body it down. And then she taps it over to Frampton. And now it's shifted over to Kayla Smith on the far side. Smith cuts to the inside. Ball taken away. Nice defensive play there by Skoma to interrupt Kayla Smith's drive, but Frampton steals it in the center circle, or interception, I should say. And now the ball over to Smith. Smith to Oleschlager. Back to Baltez inside Hawk territory. Just over 11 minutes remaining. Flanagan. With her distinct orange cleats. Can't miss. Well, you can't miss the goalkeeper no matter what, but just say if the lights went out again tonight, you'd still see her cleats. That one goes out on the near side. That's going to be a Pioneers ball. And now substitutions. Also a couple more substitutions for the Pioneers. Coming in is Samantha Champney and Maura Jordan. Coming out for the Hawks, Oleschlager, Narvarte, Murray, and Chismarek. Getting a breather here at the tail end of the first half. Both Murray and Narvarte with the goals for the Hawks. Here's Yonahara. Up the field to Smith. That rolls off of Blau. That'll be a Hawk throw-in. Yonahara will handle that. And we get a foul there on Ellie Patricus. Here's Kayla Smith with the free kick. Over on the far side here. Right to the circle. That one goes through the circle. Last touch by the Pioneers resulting in a corner kick. So Lucy Georgiorian will take that kick with 8:53 remaining here in the first half. Kick on the way from Georgiorian towards the box and punched out of there by Fitzsimmons. Trying to get a foot on that was Mosman. Then she gets it over to Georgiorian. Back towards the box. Header attempt fanned on. Ball is loose. Now Frampton has it. Left foot chip shot towards the box, and Fitzsimmons covers up. So Frampton able to get a piece of it. Not a whole lot on it, but throws it on net. And Fitzsimmons had to make the save. So some offense generated there from that corner kick. And Ball knocked down by Schuth. Mosman feeding it in the middle, trying to get that one through to Smith. Mosman gets it back on the deflection and drops it up high to Schuth. Now Georgiorian. Back to Schuth on the near side. Cutting through is Caitlin Walsh. Walsh trying to feed it inside. Ball loose. Pioneers punch it back upfield off of Sagstad. Now Frampton will recover. Crossfield, Yonahara. Over the midfield stripe, she'll cut to the inside. Lots of space. Then just missing the connection there with Caitlin Walsh, but Georgiorian gets it back now over to Kayla Smith. And we're going to get an offsides against the Hawks. 7:14 to go. 2-0 Illinois Tech first half score. Goals by Allie Murray and Eva Navarte. Blau with the kick. That's headed into Hawks territory. Frampton to Baltez. Over to Yonahara. Yonahara with a little pressure there. She'll throw it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Blau and the Pioneers. Baltez and Tumulty racing for it. Baltez and she got fouled from behind from Tumulty. And I think we're waiting for a ball. Yeah. A few seconds come off the clock. Couple substitutions getting ready to come in for Carroll. It'll be number 15, Marissa Poland, number 18, Mia Gutierrez. Also for the Scarlet Hawks, number 22, Annika Torbenson. Here come the Hawks on that near side. Frampton's ball's intercepted there, tapped away by Sagstad. Now back to the circle with Georgiorian. Has Yonahara to her left. Also Kayla Smith finds Yonahara. Yonahara. That was Hannah Ramos. Kayla Smith going towards the back line. And that rolls off of Crivello, resulting in a corner kick for the Hawks on the far corner, and that will be Kayla Smith taking possession for that. Substitutions will now come in. Torbenson for Georgiorian. And again, Marissa Poland and Mia Gutierrez coming in. Coming off for the Pioneers is Sagstad and Tumulty. Now you're up to date on the substitutions. Corner kick on the way from Kayla Smith. Line drive towards the box. Headed down, ball is loose. And then kick back upfield. Tracking it down will be Torbenson. Annika Torbenson finds Smith. Ball deflected. Yonahara gets a piece of it. Stumbles but regains it. Back to Smith. Yonahara. Missing Caitlin Walsh. Headed in the air by Hannah Ramos. Now Mosman chip shot. Oh, and that one sails through the crease and over the back line and out. Nelia Mosman had an opportunity there. Another substitution for the Hawks. Kenzie Takuchi in for the game. And coming out will be Kayla Smith. So Takuchi coming in, giving Smith a breather here in the final minutes of the first half. Coach Ellison allowing his starters to get some additional rest time. Here's Mosman trying to feed that inside to Takuchi too far out in front. And results in a goal kick for the Pioneers. Down to 3:11 remaining in the first half. Towards the circle. Yonahara knocks it down. Mosman doing battle there with Maura Jordan. Goes out of bounds. That'll result in a throw-in for Carroll University. Here's Torbenson to Takuchi. Takuchi to the inside. Up high to Yonahara. Cross field. Schuth. Schuth has Caitlin Walsh. Walsh to Mosman. Mosman now on that near side will bring it in. Little tap shot, finding Ramos. And overran it there. The Pioneers will bring it upfield. Into the circle now with Baltes. Baltes to Torbenson. Torbenson hard to Hannah Ramos. Now over to Takuchi. Ball knocked down by Sophia Ramos. And then punch back upfield where Frampton will get it. 1:44 to go. Schuth, near side. Frampton at the stripe. And drop it into Baltas back in Hawk territory. Change direction and get it over to Torbenson. Annika Torbenson out to Takuchi. Going to the back line. Spinning inside. Nice move by Takuchi. Feeding it in. Up high. Mosman trying to feed it forward to Ramos. Sophia Ramos. And then it's knocked out of there by the Pioneers. Let's see where that one will go out for a throw-in for the Hawks. Coming up on 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute. Hawks have it. Shot. Left foot. Score! Hawks are on the board again. Illinois Tech goal scored by number 11, Amelia Mosman. Well, that's to feel good for Mosman, who started the season on the shelf. She had an injury. So a delayed start to her season, but gets on the field and puts one in the back of the net. Nice patience, finding the back of the net there, and Mosman on the board. The Hawks with a 3-0 lead as the final seconds tick down here in the first half. Hawks with a 3-0 lead against Carroll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your score at the half, Illinois Tech 3 and Carroll University 0. So that'll do it for the first half. We'll take an audio break here, and we'll be back in a little bit. We'll bring you all the first half stats and announcements. Back here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. We'll go over those first half stats. Illinois Tech with a 3-0 lead. Seven shots for the Scarlet Hawks. 6 on goal, 4 corner kicks for the Hawks, 1 for the Pioneers. 4 fouls for Carroll University, 3 for Illinois Tech. 4 offsides whistled against the Hawks, 1 for the Pioneers. 3 saves made by Caitlin Fitzsimmons in that first half against 7 shots faced. 3-0 is your score as we get ready to start the second half. Get ready to start the second half here. And it has started raining here at Stewart Field. So we did have a brief flash of lightning, but now we have rain falling. So we'll keep an eye on things here weather-wise. We'll play through the rain. We will not play through any close lightning, so under a little bit of a weather watch at the moment. And time to start moving the equipment in. That wind picking up in the background. No changes in net. Both goalkeepers, starting goalkeepers, Fitzsimmons for the Pioneers and Flanagan for the Scarlet Hawks still in net. That ball inside Hawks territory. Flanagan gets there first, chips it forward. Allie Murray is there to get a piece of it. Now Kayla Thomas up along the far side will bring it into Pioneers territory. Cuts to the inside, has some space, leaves it for Chismark. Chismark smiths a couple defenders. Shot, getting in front of that one was Jessica Stepien with the nice stop. That'll result in a corner kick for the Hawks, and that'll be Lucy Georgiorian. Georgiorian with the corner. She'll drop it over to Carolyn Beltran. Beltran, right foot kick towards the box. Header kick, Mary Frampton! It went over the head of Baltes, but Frampton was there and boots it into the net for the goal off the feed from Lucy Georgiorian. Illinois Tech goal scored by number 34, Mary Frampton. Assist number 24, Lucy Georgiorian. So the Hawks open up a 4-0 lead coming off that corner kick. Again, it went high. Baltez went up for the header, sailed over her, but her D partner, Frampton, was there and footed it into the net for a 4-0 lead for the Scarlet Hawks. Here come the Hawks. Oleschlager with a boot. That was on top of the net. Crowd let out a little exultation there, but that one went on top of the cage. Rain has seemed to dissipate there, just a light rain falling now. Here's Murray. Murray battling, trying to get it over to Kayla Thomas. Now Narvarte. Cross field, Kayla Smith picks it up. Smith is loose. She was pulled down. Smith tees it up, fires, scores! Kayla Smith! What a battle. Smith was determined to get that one off and fires it into the net. Grabbing a defender, grabbing at her, pulled away, took her time, and shot it into the corner. Hawks up 5-0. Illinois Tech goal scored by number 4, Kayla Smith, unassisted. So Kayla Smith with the goal, and the Hawks are up 5-0. 2 goals in less than 4 minutes for the Scarlet Hawks. That's how you start a half. Over to Kayla Thomas on the far side. Thomas cuts to the inside. Thomas with some space. Back towards the box. Nobody there. And that's going to go over the back line. That'll result in the corner for the Hawks. Kayla Smith will take it in the near corner now. Pioneers are under siege a little bit now. Here's Smith, taps it up high to Oleschlager. Oleschlager eludes her defender, chips it towards the box, rolls on to Fitzsimmons, who picks it up. Here's Georgiorian, over to Frampton. Oleschlager. Chismark. Down from behind. That's going to be a foul on Kayla Thomas, as hitting the turf there was Carmela Novak. Pioneers get it inside Hawks territory. Out of bounds, it'll be a throw in for Carroll and Cravello. And that one rolled into Flanagan, who immediately puts it into play. And now Georgiorian brings it upfield. Georgiorian to Smith. Smith near the circle. Cuts through the circle. Cross pass looking for Beltran. but intercepting that one was Carmela Novak. Here's Novak on Baltez. And we're going to get a foul against Beltran. And she's going to get a yellow card. So Carolyn Beltran with the yellow card, taking down Novak. Free kick coming for the Pioneers. Head coach Roshane Ellison going to make a substitution after that play from Beltran. Going to bring in Liliana Schuth. As the free kick will come from Mari Sagstad. Sagstad with the kick, line drive, and that's hauled in by Flanagan. Flanagan leaves it for Oleschlager, now Narvarte. Back to Baltez. Over to Frampton. Substitution for the Hawks. Liliana Schuth coming in for Carolyn Beltran. Pioneers trying to get the ball out of their zone. Frampton tipped it, and Baltez gets it. She'll head it back to Flanagan. Schuth. Trying to make connection there with Murray. That's chipped out by Tumulty, and a throw in for the Hawks. Murray doing shielded there by Tumulty. Schuth with the throw in. Goes back to Murray. Murray with a little space. Now to Georgiorian. Georgiorian trying to get that one into the near corner. It eventually gets there. Smith chips it towards the box. Ricochet by Chismarek. And the ball bodied down by Oleschlager to Baltez. Into the circle to Frampton. 36 minutes to go here in the second half. Scarlet Hawks up 5-0. Kayla Thomas, surrounded by three defenders, gets it to Schuth. Now back to Frampton. Frampton to Baltez as the Hawks will try to change sides of the field, but Baltez takes it right up the gut and finds Chismarek. Chismarek spinning around. Nice poke out of danger, though, by Jessica Stepien. And now the Pioneers look to go the other way. Across the field to Novak. Novak chips it. That one's too strong, and it'll go over the back line and out. Lena Yonahara coming in for Lucy Georgiorian here. The Hawks holding a 5-0 lead. Might see a steady stream of those substitutions now with the Hawks having the 5-0 bulge. As Victoria Ucher comes to the sideline, she'll be, that one was out. Deflected out by Thomas. And a throw in for Crivello. Yonahara cuts in front of it. Pioneers throw it back towards midfield. Ball bodied down by Chismark, but taken away by Tumulty. Tumulty's had a pretty good game. She's been in the way of a lot of Hawks offensive possessions. It could be a much higher score without number 4 in blue there. Chip towards the box. That went off of Baltez. Never got through to Flanagan. Then it's thrown out over on that near side. So we're going to have 4 substitutions for the Hawks next opportunity, including in goal, where Sarah Thomas will come in for Flanagan the next opportunity. And we get a foul and a yellow card. A yellow card on the Pioneers. On a bounce, throw in for Pioneers. So Sarah Thomas will come in for Flanagan. In net for the Scarlet Hawks. Victoria Ucher. Hannah Ramos. Joanne Porter. I missed one more. Loose ball. Sagstad was going for that. Knocked back up high. Pioneers try and drop it in. Ucher is able to intercept. Oh, tried to drop it back to Schuth. She wasn't ready for it. Oh, and a good recovery there by Frampton to save it from a corner kick, at least getting the throw in. And she hustled to recover that loose ball. There'll be more substitutions coming in for the Pioneers. Another substitution for Illinois Tech as Annika Torbenson comes in to replace Julian Olshager. And taken down by Chismark, and we're going to get a yellow card on Katie Chismark, taking down Grace Tumulty. So free kick coming for the Pioneers. 30:52, time on the clock. It looks like that'll be handled by Kenzie Blau. Blau with the kick blocked. Ball is loose. Ucher plays it. Hawks try and come out with it. Ucher upfield. Katie Chismark. Chismark to Mosman. Amelia Mosman into the midfield. Yonahara crosses the stripe. Here's Torbenson. Yonahara. At near corner. That was Joanne Porter. Ball knocked over the back line. That'll result in a corner kick for the Hawks. And it will be number 33, Joanne Porter, taking that kick. So Porter with the kick. Short. That's headed forward by Stepien. It goes out of bounds, but it'll be Pioneers' ball. One substitution each for the Hawks. Sophia Ramos coming in. And Joe Hewlin re-entering the game for the Pioneers. Coming out for the Hawks is Katie Chismark. And coming out for the Pioneers, Grace Tumulty. .48-49 remaining in the second half. Hawks with 2 quick goals in the first 4 minutes. Opened up a 5-0 lead after leading at halftime 3-0. Pioneers with the deep kick. Knocked down. Baltes moves it forward. Into the circle they go with Crivello. Now step. Check that. That's Blau. It's going to roll to Thomas. Yonahara. Back to Yonahara. Crossing the field, there's Mosman. Amelia Mosman. Mosman to the outside. Mosman tries to roll it towards the box, gets deflected, and over the back line for a corner. Mosman will take the corner. Over to Schuth. Keeps it in play. Back to Mosman. Mosman now throws it towards the box. That one goes off the head of Hannah Ramos. And then deflects over towards that near sideline into the stands. And it'll be Scarlet Hawk throw it. Baltes to Frampton. Frampton will drop it to Thomas. Thomas will get it back. Ucher. Ucher able to come out with the ball. Finds Mosman. Mosman trying to do a little give and go. I think Ucher was the intended recipient, possibly Sophia Ramos. Either way, here's Hannah Ramos. Going over that near sideline. Race for the ball. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Be a Scarlet Hawk throw it. Chip towards the box by Sophia Ramos. That was blocked, never got through. Yonahara tracks it down. Oh, nice spin back to the inside. Leaves it to Ucher. Ucher to Mosman. Mosman feeding it in. Oh, got spun around there as Porter tried to get a foot on that, but then it was deflected away. Schuth going for the ball from Mosman. It goes out of bounds. 5 substitutions coming in. 6, 11, 15, 18, and 3. Maura Jordan, Ellie Peace, Marissa Poland, Mia Gutierrez, and Kaya Biddick. Patricus, Crivello, Sagstad, Novak all coming out. Again, the Hawks with the 5-0 lead. 24:33 to go here in the match. The Hawks up big. Well, just that brief rain shower. One flash of lightning before we resume play. One thunderclap, and that was it. And then rain has stopped here. It's breezy, cooled down. Here's Sarah Thomas with the ball. Over to Mary Frampton. Upfield goes Frampton. That ricochets off of Sophia Ramos. Tried to body that one down. Frampton's able to get a piece of it. Then recovered by Mia Gutierrez. Over on the far near side. And up high, Joe Euland. Euland spinning around. Has some space, gets it forward. And the Hawks come away with it. Hannah Ramos. Baltez back to Thomas inside the Hawk zone as the Pioneers continue to put pressure. They try and at least get one tally on the board here. Want to get something positive out of this match. Even though you're trailing big, you still want to build a little momentum. Starts with a goal. At least starts with an offensive attack. And hopefully they can get something set up for their sake. Schuth tried to feed that one over to Sophia Ramos, but getting there first was Jessica Stepien. And now Baltez has it for the Hawks inside her own zone. Shift that one over to the near side. It's Annika Torbenson on that left back position. Ucher will chip that one up, gets it to Mosman. Mosman. Oh, almost got it between the legs of her defender. What a good job there staying with the ball by Stepien. Now Stepien going coast to coast here. Mosman trying to track her down from behind. Good speed by Stepien. Mosman, one of the faster Scarlet Hawks, also competes on a track and field team. And Stepien giving a good run there. On the near side they go. Into that near corner. And some pressure being applied there. They're going to whistle that against the Hawks. So free kick coming for Carroll. Ball headed down by Yonahara. Now Yonahara feeds it into Victoria Ucher. Into that corner for Porter. Knocked back forward. Torbenson has it. Torbenson now. Near corner. Torbenson. Well towards the box. That'll go over. And a substitution for the Pioneers as coming in is number 19, Claudia Kramer. And Kramer is going to replace Samantha Anderson. Also for the Hawks, getting ready to come in will be Kenzie Takuchi. Avery Seeley and Caitlin Walsh getting queued up for the next substitution opportunity. Near side play, Hawks have it. Yonahara takes it through the middle and finds Mosman. Mosman, give and go with Sophia Ramos. Mosman tried to squeeze it through two defenders, punched out of there by the Pioneers. Frampton will backtrack. Now has Schuth. Schuth to Mosman, back to Schuth. Cross field and up high. Hannah Ramos. Now Avery Seeley. Check that, that's Porter. Seeley hasn't entered yet. Jumping the gun. Takuchi going for that ball. When she gets in, having a time. Here is Torbenson. Now to Porter. That one rolls back line, corner kick. And I think that's going to be Yonahara taking the kick. That near corner. Torbenson up high. Chips it towards the box. Deflected and punched in. Illinois Tech goal scored by number 16, Gabriela Baltez. So both Baltez and Frampton come up with goals here in the Hawks home opener as they're well on their way to evening their record at 1-1 after that tough 4-0 loss at 15th ranked Calvin on Friday. They answer with 6th spot here, still with 17:44 remaining. So the substitutions did in fact make it on the field after that goal. Kenzie Takuchi, Caitlin Walsh, Avery Seeley. And Takuchi in that far corner. She'll track it down. Takuchi to Walsh. Walsh tried to chip it ahead. Got too far out in front, but she stays with it, Walsh does, but then it's knocked away. Up high, Yonahara looking for it. But the Pioneers are able to gain possession. They'll take it across midfield. Joe Hewlin. Now dropping it up high to Skoma. Skoma dribbling. Feeding the pass into that near corner. The Hawks take possession, move it forward, tipped ahead by Sophia Ramos. Torbenson. Now back to Sarah Thomas. Thomas to Baltez. And she'll move it ahead to Torbenson. Give and go there with Sophia Ramos. Ramos along that near sideline, chipping it ahead, pushing it towards the net, but it goes over the back line. And it'll result in another corner kick for the Hawks. With Lena Yonahara getting ready to take the kick. Kick on the way. That one lofted high. Headed towards net. Sophia Ramos got a piece of it into the hands of Fitzsimmons. Victoria Ucher will re-enter the game at the next opportunity, along with Katia Blatnick will go in net, take over net minding duties for Sarah Thomas. Free kick for the Pioneers with 14:36 to go. Upfield go the Pioneers. Frampton intercepts and gets in front of that one. Ball ricochets back. Torbenson kicks it back. And then Thomas comes out as Baltez was just letting Thomas play that one, and Thomas covers up. Got to have trust in your goalkeepers to get there, and that's what Baltez did. Cross over to Yonahara. Now Frampton. Shoot. Back to Frampton. Here's Avery Seeley. Just a little too soft trying to get it to shoot, but that one was intercepted by Mia Gutierrez. Mackenzie Takuchi pushes it forward. Now here's Caitlin Walsh. Trying to race for it, keep it over the back line. Cross, out front, chip, and it goes wide and over the back line. Now Victoria Ucher is coming in for Mary Frampton. Katia Blatnick coming in for Sarah Thomas at 13:01. Corner kick for Illinois Tech, as Lena Yonahara will take that. That was Sophia Ramos who had the opportunity previously that ultimately went over the back line for the corner kick. And a goalkeeper substitution for the Pioneers, as Annalise Zagowitz is now in the net for Carroll University. So on the back line now for the Hawks, you have Yonahara, Baltez, Torbenson, and Schuth. And a foul on the Pioneers. Torbenson bounces it towards the middle to no one in particular, and then that's shoveled ahead by Gutierrez. Now Torbenson gets it back on that near side. But the Pioneers and Gutierrez get it back once more. Upfield they go. They get it over to Poland. Marissa Poland drops it back in the middle to Claudia Kramer. Header attempt intercepted by Baltez. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Scarlet Hawks ball. Another set of substitutions. As Kate Domian, Joanne Porter, and Asmi Seopsis come into the match. Porter a transfer, Seopsis first-year player, and Kate Domian, the senior, getting some time coming out for the Hawks. Hannah Ramos, Sophia Ramos, and Gabriela Baltez. Baltez with the last tally for the Hawks to put them up 6-0. Siopsis drops it to Blotnick. Now over to that far side. We get a foul. As Domian was fouled there, so that'll be a Scarlet Hawks ball as Torbenson will kick it in play. That one goes off Siopsis. Yonahara pushes that ball up high, forcing the defender up high. Now Takuchi battling in that far corner. Feeding it inside. Knocked up field. That's Joe Ulen. Ulen falls down, fouled by Porter. So we get a free kick now for the Pioneers. After that foul by Porter. With the kick will be Ali Skoma. Skoma's kick into the hands of Katia Blotnick. Blotnick will roll it over to Schuth. It was Torbenson, Schuth, Yonahara, and Siopsis. Now here's Takuchi. Back to Yonahara. Here, Avery Seeley. And Victoria Ucher. Ucher will chip that ball upfield. Tracking it down is Kate Domian. Domian tried to feed that one to Porter. Now gets it back over up high to Victoria Ucher. Ucher on that near side. Race for the ball once more. It rolls out of bounds. That'll result in the Pioneers throwing on that near side. Just over 8 minutes remaining in the match. 6-0 Scarlet Hawks. That one out of bounds. That'll be Hawk throwing. And don't forget, Scarlet Hawk fans, the Illinois Tech women's soccer team will be back in action here at Stewart Field this Saturday. They have a 1 p.m. match against Rose Holman. That'll be right back here on the Scarlet Hawks broadcast network, so please join us. Caitlin Walsh to Seeley. Now Siopsis back to Walsh. All knocked out by Joe Ulen. That'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Yeah, looks like Siopsis will take the throw. And it'll be Yonahara taking the throw. Over to Takuchi. Takuchi splitting a couple defenders. And drops it up high to Yonahara, throws it towards the box. Bounces up high and off one hop. Annalise Zagowitz is able to track that one down. Senior goalkeeper in her own right. And boots that one to the circle where Yonahara heads it down. Siopsis knocks it upfield to Takuchi. Walsh racing toward Takuchi. Getting there first, however, is going to be Allison McKinney. McKinney does a good job of shielding Takuchi off the ball. And now upfield they go. Hawks get the ball back to Takuchi. Trying to feed it to Seeley. Deflects over to that far sideline. Out of bounds And it's going to be throw in for the Pioneers. Now a Scarlet Hawk throw in. Yonahara will take it. To Takuchi. Back to Yonahara. Towards the box. Ball is loose. Knocked towards the back line. Who's going to get there first? Seeley did a nice job of keeping it in action. Yonahara, a little too strong on it. Domi is going to try and track it down. Keeps it in play. Over to Torbenson. Nice job by Domian. Keep that ball in play and possession for the Hawks, but it eventually rolls into the hands of Annalise Sigowitz. Hawks ball near side, Torbenson. As we're coming up on 4 minutes remaining in the match. Annika Torbenson to Walsh. Caitlin Walsh. Takuchi, chip toward the box. And Zagowitz hauls that one in again. Ball inside the zone. And Blotnick will roll that one over to Torbenson. Victoria Ucher on that near sideline. Out of bounds, Pioneers ball on the throw and near side. You get a foul there as Porter's fouled from behind. It'll be Hawk ball. That was Claudia Kramer with the foul, number 19. Chipped inside the Hawks zone, and it's going to roll on to Blotnick. As the Pioneers pressing, looking to get their first tally of this match, but denied on that opportunity. Up the field they go. Avery Seeley cuts that one off. Ucher has that one ricochet off of Seeley as she got hit in the back of the head. Friendly fire there as Seeley took a hit. And she's a little shaken up. Training staff come out to take a look at Seeley. She's saying she's okay. But the referee wants trainer to take a look at her anytime you have some hit in the head, possible concussion. And they're going to take her off over to the sideline. So Seeley will come over, be looked at by the training staff. Going back into the match will be Sophia Ramos if she gets an opportunity, and she's in. Ramos replacing Seeley, and better to have play it safe there on that ball to the back of the head. Minute 42 remaining, 6-0 Illinois Tech. Knocked out of bounds by Siopsis. That'll be a throw in for the Pioneers. Allison McKinney gets it up high to Kaya Biddick. And then through the circle goes Samantha Champney. Torbenson will knock it back upfield. Hawks ball on the throw in near side. 1 minute remaining in the match. 1 minute. There's Yonahara in the circle. Just drop it back to Blotnick as the Hawks will be content to chew up the rest of the clock here. Keep everyone healthy. Pioneers definitely want to squeeze one goal in at least before they leave Chicago. And Schuth is able to kick that one towards the back line. It'll roll over. Corner kick coming for the Pioneers. They'll have to hurry, though, as we're getting down to 25 seconds remaining. Here's the kick on the way from Ellie Peace. And knocked back upfield by the Scarlet Hawks. It'll roll out of bounds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your final score, Illinois Tech 6 and Carroll University 0. Illinois Tech improves to 1-1 on the season. And Carroll University goes to 1-2-1. Scarlet Hawk fans, don't forget, the Illinois Tech women's soccer team will be back in action here at Stewart Field this Saturday, 1 p.m., as they take on Rose Holman. Come on out and support your Scarlet Hawks women's soccer team. Thank you for coming out to tonight's match. Please walk or drive home safely.